What's up, everyone? How's it going? In this game, brought to you by me, we have MiyaMy as our green Zushi legacy, spawning in the west side of Golden Pit. Over here on the southeastern side, we have Spirit of War as our purple Byzantine. Very standard opener from what it seemed. Well, never mind, I take that back. He's going for... oh, I forgot to switch this over. Sorry. He is going for an early mill instead of sheep. So generally when people do this, that means they're going to be going for the Imperial Hippodrome, and they're also going to be going for most likely a level 3 Cistern Mercenary House. We'll see if that's what he actually plans on doing. I was also going to say something else. I forgot. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's just come over here to our Zushi Legacy player though really quick. Very standard opener here. 50 wood right off the bat in order to get the village. Imperial official is supervising the mill, generates more food, all that good stuff. Insanely simple standard build done by both the Chinese and their variant, the Zushi Legacy. And for those of you out there that did not know, if you are playing as the purple Byzantine, you have an extra 35% chance to win, just so you know. The devs don't want you to know this, but I'm telling you this right now, okay guys? So always make sure to play as the purple Byzantine for that additional 35% chance to win. All right, let's keep that our little secret. Supervise. That's gonna be a decent amount of food, or that is a decent amount of food that does come through there. 2 villagers on gold. Queue up everything else to food. Main thing we're gonna have to pay attention to is where he's gonna be dropping his meditation garden. That is the most important thing, because wait, why does this one have more? What was that 3, 5, 8? There's 8 here, huh? So it's random how many big golds we get down here as well. Ooh, are we gonna get the meditation garden? Okay. Why is he choosing this location? He has a decent amount of food right there. I think it's primarily just to get the gold. I mean, yeah, to get the gold and stone. This would be really bad for our Zushi player if the Byzantine scout was here to just get the boar and then delay this, but that's not going to be happening anytime soon because it is on the, oh no, that's, well yeah, either way it's still on the other side of the map. This is let's see, we're gonna get a decent amount of wood. That's a nice amount of, that's gonna be 30 stone, 30 gold, 48 food, and then I think it's 1 wood per tree, so about 50 wood maybe. I don't know, I can't really tell how many trees there are here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, I don't know, let's just say it's about 35 trees there. Age up does come through, and now we are going to be getting our Imperial Hippodrome coming through as well for our Byzantine as expected. For our Zushi, is he going to be staying in Ting Dynasty, or is he going to be going up to Song? Are we going to be seeing a multi-T? Oh, barely served. That scout barely survives right there. Okay, so we are going to be going to multi-TC play. Gonna gather up all the wood first. That means our Jingning Tower should be coming down fairly soon. How much wood are you getting? 19 so far, 22. 48. Jingning Tower is coming down at the front of the base. Okay, not too shabby. Is that gonna be okay? That is barely our level 2 cistern for our Byzantine. Still not going to be able to be fully connected. one horseman is out on the field right now. Second one's going to be coming up. Keep in mind, I haven't said this in a while, but keep in mind that the Imperial Hippodrome has been nerfed as well as of the December 6th patch, where it did reduce the amount of triumph points that you start with, and it also reduces the amount of time each triumph point gets you. So initially it did start off with 30 points at 1.5 seconds each point for a total of 45 seconds. Now it's been nerfed down to you start with 10 points and each one lasts a second, so you get 10 seconds of triumph total. So you went from 45 seconds to 10 seconds. That is a huge nerf for the Byzantine feudal age aggression. Expellitorus is still good though. You should still be picking up Expellitorus. It's very cheap. It's 30, 50, 20 seconds. So usually after your third or fourth third or fourth horseman, you should be picking up Expellitorus. Attempted dive right here by Spirit, but he is gonna lose a horseman. Second horseman is pretty low. Second TC coming up next to the gold and on the wood line. Are we gonna be getting a third TC? I don't think we will. I don't think we're going to be getting a third TC. He hasn't been getting any wood, and he stopped at, well, 350 stone, let's say. Well, it was 371, but still. We could still potentially see a second TC come through, or he's just going to grab a lot of infrastructure behind this with those 16 villagers that are on wood. It is getting supervised as well. The horsemen are going to be applying pressure onto the meditation garden. Harden does come through for MiyaMy. We're going to start seeing some spears coming through in order to defend against this. That was a lot of wood right there. That was a decent amount of wood. That was really good, especially when it's getting supervised. What is your total? How far off were we? Oh, I was pretty far off. I blame you guys. Yeah, it's always the chat's fault. Another attempted harass coming down right here. Are we gonna see Triumph get popped? No Expellitorus. I don't think we've seen Expellitorus either. He is able to keep all his horsemen alive though. Okay, yeah, Expellitorus did come through. That is good. And remember that the more enemy units near the meditation garden, the less resources you get, or the fewer resources you get. So since there are 6 right there, it does reduce it by 60%. I think it's 10% per, let's see, does it tell us? I think somebody did the math and it was like 10% per unit there. So that's 60% less resources. He should be getting about 30, 48. Yeah, that's, well, yeah, remember that's 60%. And now it's going to be 100%. That is going to drop all the way down, and MiyaMy is going to lose a lot of his spears right there. But he is sitting comfortably on 2 TC. Doesn't go for the third one. Instead, he is going to just go into the granary transition. He doesn't have a very good location though. Yeah, there isn't a good spot for him to just get a heavy transition either. Longbows are going to be able to pick off. He misses the villager. A little bit of a miss micro right there, but he also loses a longbow behind it. I would really like to see all these units just parked here. Are they in range? I don't know if that counts or not. But yeah, this is what I would really want to see more than anything, is the horsemen and scouts just parked on top of the meditation garden, laying siege to it, while also denying a lot of resources. Longbows are going to try to move in, get a couple picks off over here on the villagers that are on the gold. Decent amount of damage come in, one more volley, villager goes down. No reaction from MiyaMy to try to save these villagers. That's going to be 2 dead villagers for free. And now more horsemen might be, or more horsemen are going to be coming through. Second TC does come up for our Byzantine right on top of the right on top of the berries. The level 3 cistern is also coming up right now. This is a nice looking cistern though. Nice little aqueduct system that he has going on. I like it. That's good. And now MiyaMy has been able to get a decent amount of Chukunu out on the field. Currently sitting on 17, 3 spears, and of course the scout. 38 villagers for MiyaMy, 38 villagers for MiyaMy, and 22 military. As for Spirit of War, currently sitting on 40 villagers and 11 military. So not too far off in terms of villager count. It's fine. It's gonna be the military. The amount of Chukunu that are on the field are gonna be able to burn through a huge portion of Spirit of War's army if MiyaMy does decide to be aggressive behind this. It does look like Maya has heavily reduced the villagers on wood, only sitting on 8, down from the 22 he had probably about 2 or 3 minutes ago. Are we gonna see any other aggression coming out? That's a very low meditation garden, only 1700. I wouldn't mind a little bit more poke damage right there, but the Chukunu are gonna be able to get some shots off on these horsemen. Do not continue the chase. What do we have behind this for our Byzantine level 4 cistern coming up as well? And this cistern back here is going to be switching over to Dialectus. All you really need is 1 blacksmith when you're as the Byzantine as well. So for those of you Byzantine players out there, there's no real point in getting 2, 3. Definitely do not get 3 or 4. 1 is perfectly fine. Once you're on like level 4, even on level 3 Dialectus, it's 150% increased research rate. On level 4, you're looking at 200%. So this should be getting switched over to Dialectus pretty damn quickly. Come on. Come on, Spirit. Come on, Spirit. Okay. We're going to get a little bit of an attack over here just outside of MiyaMy's base. Decent amount of archers and longbows for Spirit of War. But he is going to get pushed back because these Chukunu are going to completely just decimate the army if he decides to fully engage. Does not have enough spears, or excuse me, doesn't have enough horsemen in order to deal with the number of Chukunu that are currently out. Spirit of War is getting pushed all the way back to his base. He needs to get up to Castle Age in order to be able to deal with this properly. MiyaMy currently sitting at 850 food. He is severely lacking the gold in order to get into castle, as we're with Spirit of War. He's lacking both resources, food and gold, in order to get up there. Why is there an idle villager here? Gonna start the Olive Grove transition now. Have you switched over to Dialectus? Yes, you have. So it's a minute and a half, right? 20 seconds now. Look at that. So you do not need 2 blacksmiths. You really don't. Unless for some reason it's like 20 minutes into the game and you haven't upgraded. Go ahead. But even then, that's 150 wood that you are using for no reason. We are getting an assault right here in the middle. Ah, camera, stop glitching like that. Longbows are going to be able to get some damage in onto the Chukunu while they retreat. The horsemen are gonna be the main unit in this in order to buffer the damage. There are some palace guards in the mix as well. Those spears, Chukunu are getting really nice shots off. Focus fire from the longbows onto the spears of our Zushi legacy player. Does get popped on those horsemen. They are gonna be able to soak quite a bit of damage. They are also gonna get deal quite a bit of damage onto the Chukunu. We need more focus fire coming down from those longbows onto the spears. Almost all of them have been picked off, but now there isn't a front line for our Byzantine player. The Chukunu are going to be able to push this back, and the number of losses for our Byzantine is going to be huge. That's a ton of dead units for Spirit of War right there. And on the retreat, the Chukunu are going to be able to get a couple more pot shots off. And the archer mass for Spirit of War has been completely decimated, currently sitting on 16 out of the 32 that he, well, about 28 to 32 that he had earlier. 8 horsemen. Those 8 horsemen are going to be very, very vital in this fight, especially since the spear numbers have been dwindled down to only 2 in the army as of right now. So this could be potentially a good fight for our Byzantine player, but those horsemen do get picked off very quickly yet again. And now the push forward from the Chukunu onto the longbows and archers, there again isn't enough of a buffer for our Byzantine to be able to continue fighting. He is forced back, and I don't think he's going to be able to do much from here. He's going to have to regain the rest of his units in order to be able to sustain. 66 villagers for MiyaMy, 42 military for Maya as well, 38 Chukunu, 2 horsemen, 4 spears, 72 villagers for Spirit of War, 28 military, 19 archers, 7 horsemen, 2 longbows. We might actually be getting some mangonel emplacements right here. That'd be good. Walls did come up over here on, or are coming up over here on the southwestern side of the map, as well as the northeastern side, in order to kind of try to delay any kind of counterattack. But this map is so wide open, and it's actually really difficult for the most part to get full wall connections. You're gonna have to connect the one end of the wall to the gold pit, and there's a few breaks too. You're gonna have to wall right here. Thankfully, with the new and improved walling system in the game that was also introduced in the expansion in the latest DLC. It's been 6 weeks since it came out. How are you guys enjoying it, by the way? Let me know down in the comments. I've been having a lot more fun actually watching and casting games than I have been playing, and that says a lot, because I've been having a lot of fun playing the game, playing the Byzantines, getting a lot of games with them done. Japanese, of course, are extremely fun. Every now and then I still throw in some of the other civilizations. My Abbasids, can't ever just abandon them, nor can I with the Malians. Played a couple games last night as the Ottoman. What are you horsemen doing? These horsemen are just gonna get picked up for free right now. Golden Horn is coming down for Spirit of War in order to get into Castle Age. We'll be seeing Castle coming through for MiyaMy as well, but as I've said before, you're essentially letting your opponent know, I've just spent X amount of resources to age up, but what Spirit is doing is very, very smart. He's gonna delay that inevitable push by a significant margin, because he's just gonna run horsemen through in order to try to do whatever he can. Try to pick off a couple villagers, distract MiyaMy while he grabs his veterancy upgrades, while he grabs his +2s across the board for Castle Age. He's gonna be able to just delay it. Instead of aging up, not doing anything, and then your opponent attacking you as you aged up, he's gonna sacrifice, yeah, a couple horsemen. It was quite a few horsemen. It was about what, 8, 9? But it's going to allow him to get his veterancies behind it. It's going to let a full rotation come through from the Golden Horn. Longbows are about to spawn out right now, so it's going to give him a little bit of time. The main issue that I have with the Western contract against the Zushi Legacy is the Lanch Connect. They get melted very, very quickly by the Chukunu. Maya is sitting on 119 military right now. He is gonna just go in for the attack, not even bother going for Castle Age himself. Veterancies have come through for the archers. Varangian guards are gonna be taking the front line. No mangonel emplacement on the outpost, which could have been devastating right now as well. The front line is slowly going down for our Byzantine player. The Chukunu are getting into the back line. We need to see more Varangian guards, more armored units coming through for our Byzantine in order to be able to push back the Chukunu. MiyaMy is going all in right now on this attack. If Spirit of War is able to hold this, then he will be in a pretty comfortable position. sitting on castle against the... Oh, let's see. Yeah, he's not going in. He has a lot of food in the bank though. MiyaMy has a ton of food in the bank. Not enough gold quite yet in order to get into castle. Varangian guards are getting picked off as they spawn, but it's better for the Chukunu to hit the Varangians than it is for them to be hitting the archers and longbows, because they will be doing the most amount of damage onto the Chukunu. But now we see more horsemen coming in, more Chukunu and palace guards as well, and now the archer longbow mass will be under fire by the horsemen. There really hasn't been any kind of stutter step, any kind of micro from our Byzantine player quite yet. The Varangians are still coming out 1 or 2 at a time, and they're just getting nuked down the moment that they spawn. And we have a cataphract out on the field. This could actually potentially turn the tide. Let's see if he's able to get a good trample in, and he does, but there just aren't enough units anymore in order to deal with the remaining Chukunu. If that cataphract came out 30 seconds ago, it could have been completely different right there. Varangian guards, quite a few of them are coming out, but like I said, they get picked off so quickly. Still no Castle Age for... Oh no, excuse me. Castle Age has come through for our Zushi legacy players. There's a few units in the back that are getting distracted by the outpost. Only if that outpost had a Minganao emplacement in it. Really, that could have changed the way that the fight happened right next to it. It would have been doing so much AoE damage. What did we get in terms of our age up though? I'm pretty sure it was the Shaolin. Oh no, it was the Mount Lu Academy in order to start improving, getting those upgrades for the IOs. None of the upgrades have came through yet, so it looks like it was just there for, or it was just thrown down for now. A little bit of a ceasefire between the two players. MiyaMy sitting on 97 villagers, 45 military, 29 Chukunu, 4 crossbows. Oh, sorry, wrong button. 4 crossbows, 5 palace guards, 4 lancers, and 3 horsemen. Spirit of War sitting on 109 villagers, 31 military, 13 longbows, 12 Varangian guards, 3 Lench Connect. A Minganao is being made right now, and there is also has 2 spears, or excuse me, 2 archers. Spirit of War is gonna try to push out, but he sees that he does see the military size for Maya, decides to pull back. How many villagers is he pulling in order to try to get that defensive keep? Well, defensive / offensive keep, I guess. He does need to secure a secondary gold source. I think we just heard his second gold. No, I think it was the first gold that ran out. He could move his villagers around. Let me see. Wait, something just got deleted. Not entirely sure what it was. So since MiyaMy is positioned right here, does he have vision of where he is? No, he doesn't, because he's in the... Okay, so build the keep right here. Oh, MiyaMy is going to be swooping over to the eastern side of the map. He's going to be able to scout out these villagers. Not like it's too big of a issue. It's only 2 villagers. But now this does give him an opportunity to try to drop down the keep right there. Fight is going to break off right here in the middle of the map yet again. A lot of this comes down to the Minganao shots. Is he going to be able to get heavy? Oh, come on, Mango. Let's see what you're able to get. That was a decent shot on a lot of Chukunu right now, right there. He is still trying to get that keep up and going in a very sweet spot right there to defend against 3 potential gold mines that he wants to grab. But is it going to be able to come up? He needs to try to filter in as many units, or streamline in as many units as he can. That is an amazing shot right there by the Minganao to the back line of the Chukunu. They do move forward. Another really good shot from that Chukunu. They're onto those Chukunu, and it does look like this keep is going to be able to get up. Once it does, more villagers have been pulled in order to try to get it. Wait, what are you doing? Get the keep up. That is a lot of villagers right there that could have assisted in getting it up and running. And now our Byzantine player has a very, very solid position. He's gonna be able to use this keep especially once he gets the Mangonel emplacement into it, as a leverage point, as an anchor point. It's also going to be defending 3, potentially 4 gold mines as well. And as you guys can see, the fight is still going on. Spirit of War is not going to be letting up anytime soon. He is going to be pushing all the way into the Sushi Legacy base. He only has 1 Mangonel at the moment. The other Mangonel did get picked off, but not before it got a ton of damage in. It was able to get 4 or 5 shots into the back line that did do a lot of damage, and it got quite a few kills as well. And now this Mangonel hopefully is going to be able to live up to the legacy of his fallen brethren. Outpost is going to be going down. This single barracks on the other side of the wall is going to go down as well. Do we have... Yeah, where are you? Okay, so he still has essentially 2,800 gold right here on this gold vein, but he has a lot of taxes. How many IOs does he have at the moment? There's 3 right there. Oh, 2, 5 IOs. I think that's all he could have at the moment is 5. Palatine School coming down as well. So we're gonna see a massive Varangian Guard flood pretty damn soon once that finishes up. I wouldn't be surprised to see a ton of schools coming down as well. Or not schools, excuse me. Barracks coming down as well behind this, just so he could do a massive Varangian Guard flood after this assault. So Varangian Guards in Imperial are very strong. They are a lot stronger than what people give them credit for. They do a lot of damage. They're able to sustain quite well. Not only that though, but because of Berserking getting that 30% movement increase, oh, this could be really, really bad though. That nest of bees is gonna get a really solid shot there though. Doesn't really do that much damage, but as you can see, there are a lot of villagers right here that could potentially go down. One does go down so far. He needs to not focus fire this. He just needs to stutter step a move, stutter step, micro this in order to spread that damage, try to get as many kills as you can. That's a lot of villagers right there though. 5 already went down. There was 30, I think there was like 33 villagers right there. 30 to 33. And now another keep is going to be coming down for Spirit of War, our purple Byzantine player. Like I said, if you go purple as the Byzantine, you get an extra 35% chance to win. And this game is proving that right now. Both sacred sites have been taken. Victory is approaching in 8 minutes and 12 seconds. We have Imperial Age Byzantines against our Zushi Legacy, who's still in Castle Age. Elite upgrades, elite mercenary as well. This will have Protectus. What is it called? Presidium. It should have Presidium anyways, in order to reduce the amount of damage that the keep will take. And we are going to be getting another attack right here in the middle. No emplacements yet. It is going to be getting it. There are 4 Nest of Bees out for our Zushi Legacy player. It completely destroys the front line. They are going forward and they will be able to do a ton of damage to the back line. We need to see some stutter step coming through from our Byzantine on his crossbows, longbows, and archers, so that they can maximize the amount of damage that they're gonna do. Amazing shot on those Nest of Bees, clears out a huge chunk of units, and we have an offensive keep for our Zushi Legacy player as well. Another massive shot from those Nest of Bees on the range. The keep is gonna go down behind this. No emplacement is gonna finish. Villagers are gonna be dying for MiyaMy on the back end of this though. They are getting garrisoned inside the keep. This is gonna be very difficult for our Zushi Legacy player to push through though, especially since Spirit of War does have the Palatine School. Where are you? I want to see how many units you're gonna be producing. Palatine, there you are. Okay. Nestabes are going to be doing a lot of damage to the front line, well, to the entirety of Spirit of War's army. We're going to have to see what he does though. Currently has one, oh no, he has three. I only saw one Springald, but he does have three Springalds out on the field. He is making a bombard as well. 25 Varangian guards. He's going to just move into this army, possibly just try to move in with as many of the Varangian guards as he can to try to kill as much as he can, and then pop berserking. So we do have tactics coming through as well. That should have actually finished up, as that should have been one of the first things that he does when getting into Castle Age, or excuse me, into Imperial Age. The attack is coming through. Our Zushi Legacy player is going to be able to push this back. There's not enough army here for our Byzantine player, but he is going to get a lot of reinforcements. He is on Imperial. His units are going to be a lot stronger. Once tactics does come through, he should be, well, he's going to be a lot tankier as well. Varangian guards will be streamlining the majority of this army. We have two cannon emplacements. That's a really good shot onto those villagers. 22 villager kills for MiyaMy, 46 for Spirit of War. Varangian guards are gonna just stream through this. At least that's what Spirit of War is hoping for. I haven't seen any additional units coming through from the Palatine School yet. Oh, I think it's because I was on MiyaMy's vision. There we go. Now they're coming through. Why aren't you finishing though, Mr. Varangian Guard? What's going on there? He's not supply capped. Berserking does get popped, and now we're gonna see the full force of these Varangian guards start slaughtering the military of our Zushi Legacy. 30 seconds of 30% movement speed, an additional 6 damage, and he does lose armor, but it's not that big of a deal when you kill everything before it kills you. Villagers are going to be going down for MiyaMy right here at this gold. There's still the keep on the eastern side of the golden pit as well, and we see Berserking getting popped yet again in order to get these units to the other side of the map as fast as possible. Spirit of War is putting himself in a very, very comfortable position right now. 123 villagers, 58 military to the 98 to the 99 villagers of MiyaMy, and 37 military Varangian guards are going to be burning down up here on the northeastern side of MiyaMy's base. This is a hell of a little attack that Spirit of War has going on. It does need to get defended. There are some rams coming down straight down the middle for MiyaMy in order to try to get rid of that keep. It is not going to be functional whatsoever. Villagers do get pulled in order to deal with that, and now we have Varangian guards and hand cannoneers in the back of MiyaMy's base. The villagers have already been pulled from there. Imperial Age is coming up for Zushi as well. It is going to be Temple of the Sun, but is it going to be a little too late? Look at the bank of our Byzantine player. 6,200 food, 8,000 wood, 1,700 gold. He has more than enough resources in order to just continue this unending, unrelenting pressure. Yes, MiyaMy does finally hit Imperial. Yes, he's going to be able to get his elite upgrades, but it might be a little too late. 51 Varangian guards. GG gets called. Game goes to our Byzantine player. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.